That is the sound of what it must feel like when you are trying to defend this Knicks offense. They are relentless. They are punishing. They are just getting started. Just getting started. The New York Knicks scored 130 points again. Second straight night. First time in years that they've done that. And it was a season high, 138 points in the Valley of the Sun. Jalen Brunson must really love that arena. Whatever's happening there, the lighting, I don't know what, but our MSG guys have to study it and bring some of that to the Garden. Not that Jalen doesn't fucking kill it at the Garden, but whatever, he lit them up for 50 points last season. And tonight, a 30 burger. And Karl-Anthony Towns also. The two of them combined for 70 points together. Look at that stat line right there. Brunson and Towns combined for 70. The team shoots 58.1% from the field. Almost 49% from the three-point line, and they shot over 90% at the free throw line. Those are elite numbers just for one player. This was a team number. Now, the one number that is concerning to some degree is the 122 right there. 122 for the Suns. Now, got to give it to them. Suns, they did their best effort. They were without KD. They were without Bradley Beal, but they had Booker, and they have a very deep team. I actually like this Suns team. I like the way they've been playing. I like what they could be. But, I gotta say, it just feels like the Knicks had another gear that they never even went to tonight, both defensively and offensively, which is shocking to say because they scored like 40-something points in the first quarter, which is the most they've had all season. 44 in the first quarter, season high. And it looks like, they have much more that they can do. That much more that they can achieve. Honestly, this is a frightening team offensively. And the defense, it's going to come. It comes a little slower. Defense needs a little more time than offense does when you start putting new players together. That's just the way it is. And we have some holes, but those holes are like eclipsed by the incredible offense that this team can achieve. And it's only game 15. Now we're getting up there. Game 15, you count the 4. Well, let's just count the 3 preseason games. So 18 games now. We're getting close to that 20-game mark. But, they didn't play. They only played like one half, those starters and stuff. So, but I would say at about the 20th game of this season, of the actual season, which will be the beginning, will be the end of the road trip and the first game back from this 5-game road trip that they began tonight in Phoenix. I'm telling you, I'm seeing the potential for greatness is what I'm seeing. And that's not a homer talking. That's not a Knicks fan talking. That is a basketball fan. I've been watching basketball for a very long time. Probably longer than any of you have been alive. Most of you have been alive. A very long time. I don't look that old, but I am old. And I love this sport so much. It's evolved. It's changed, But I love the current state as well. And what Leon and company have assembled here, and it's still a work in progress, guys, has the potential to be one of the greatest offenses ever put on an NBA court. Ever. And they're proving it. They proved it tonight. 138 points. They destroyed the Suns. The game really wasn't as close as the final score. I think the Suns at one point were able to whittle it down to like 10 points or something, and then there was a timeout, and immediately the Knicks hit 3 3-pointers in a row in the second half to get it back up to 19. That's how demoralizing this offense can be to an opponent. Get ready, guys, ladies, Knicks fans. This is going to become the norm. This will end up being the number one rated offense in the NBA. I said it here first, right now, right here, November 20th. It's still November 20th here on the West Coast. November 20th. Within 2 months, the New York Knicks offense will be the number one rated offense in the NBA. Somebody's sneezing in the other room. They will be the number one rated offense in the NBA. All right, let's go. I got highlights. I got stats analysis. We're going to get going. This is a great, great night here. We're out on the West Coast here. It's November 20th, Wednesday night. I hope you guys, whatever time you're watching this, I hope you are basking in the awesome glow of the first 4-game winning streak of the New York Knicks. Let's go. Here we go. 138 to 122. They took care of businesses in the Valley of the Sun. And this man, Josh Hart, New York Basketball tweeted this out. Josh Hart as Knicks beat Suns 138-122. 19 points on 8 of 11 field goal shooting. 2 of 3 from the three-point line. 11 rebounds. So another double-double for Josh Hart. 11 rebounds for the smallest power forward in the NBA. Another double-digit rebounding night. And to go along with 6 assists and 3 steals. This guy is beyond the glue guy. This guy is a spark. This guy is everything you want in your 5th man in a starting unit. Everything you want, he's giving that to you right now. Fantastic game for Josh Hart. And I'm not even talking about his defense. Fantastic game. It's hard to talk about how the defense is good on this team when they give up 122 points to an opponent. But the pace was fast, and the Suns had to try and get back in it, and they just started launching three-pointers, and they were hitting them. They're a good team. Look at these two. Look at this duo here. 70 points combined. 34 for Karl-Anthony Towns and 10 rebounds. Another double-double for him, and a double-double for Jalen Brunson. 36 points and 10 assists for him. This is, I think, like the third or fourth game he's had with double-digit assists this season. His passing has taken a leap. Also, it helps when the guys you are passing the ball to actually make the fucking bucket. You know what I mean? They actually sink the bucket or figure out a way to get the bucket, or they pass it to somebody else that makes the bucket. That is a big, big difference. The ball never sticks on this offense right now. It's constant. There's constant movement, and this entire starting unit is a 3-level scoring unit. 3-pointers? Sure. We'll give you almost 50% 3-point shooting on 40 attempts. Or how many attempts did you do? 38 attempts tonight? 39 attempts. And almost 40 attempts. You need a plus 40%, 50% shooting right there. Okay. Okay, wait, you want incredible shooting inside the arc? Sure. All right, we can do that. Whoa, it's a free throw game? Sure, we'll do that. We'll shoot 90% from the free throw line. How are teams going to beat this team? How? In a 7-game series. I tweeted that out. I mean, I got the tweet here somewhere. But before we get to that, look at this. Tyler Britton tweeted this out. Cat is now averaging a career-high 26.8 points per game while shooting a career-high 55.1% from the field, a career-high 50% from 3, and a career-high 66.9% true shooting. This is the best big man in the East. It's not even close. Not even close. Now, Kristaps hasn't played a game yet. He might have something to say about it, but time is running out. We're already at game 15 here. We're really about, what are we, past 1/6 of the way in the season. So I'm hyped. All right. John Shemelk tweeted this out. I think I say his name. This is not meant to be hyperbolic. When it's rolling, the Knicks offense this year might be the most aesthetically pleasing Knicks offense I have ever seen in my 35 years of watching Knicks basketball. Player movement, ball movement, passing at such a high level fun? Well, I replied to him, you can remove the might word, John. No doubt, this is the most fluid Knicks offense we've seen since the championship years. Now, for those of you that have been watching this channel for a very long time, you know I used to have like an old little cocktail napkin, and I wrote on it something like this. This is the vision. This is the vision. This is the type of basketball you have to play to win in the modern NBA. And it's, I cannot express how good I feel about the way the Knicks are approaching their game plan nowadays. It's fabulous. There are moments, even still moments, and they're going to work those kinks out, where they still pass up on a wide open three. I saw Josh Hart do it, and then it ended up in a dead possession because the clock ran out, and he passes somebody else and try to make it happen. You know, they're cutting those down, but it was still there. Imagine when all that is completely smoothed out. Lethal is what this team is going to be offensively. Now, defense, you know, they're not a great defense yet. They're not. But they're such a great offense that they just need to become a decent defense. And as I posted today, no, actually, that wasn't today, but as of late, their defense has improved. They're more now in the middle of the pack. They need to get up into a top 10 defensive rating defense. They're going to get there. It's coming. They've held many opponents under 100 points this season. But every once in a while, teams just go off on them. But it doesn't matter because they will completely obliterate them. That's what's happening now. That is what's happening now. There's a whole new type of Knicks basketball. We've never seen basketball like this in New York. Ever. We've never seen a team where they are the best offensive team. We're always like, oh, we're the gritty team. We're the gutty team. We're the, down in the trenches team. No, not anymore. We are now the team that keeps the ball moving, keeps it going. We can score from anywhere on the floor. That's the team we are now. Outstanding, fantastic, perfect type of basketball for this season, the 2024-25 season. Let's go. Tweeted this out that this Knicks team is going to mow the NBA down. Who's going to stop them in a 7-game series? As a team, they're having a 50, 40, 90 night. And I was even low on those numbers. They were almost 60, 50, 90. And they're just beginning to get familiar with each other. All right, we got the stats. Let's get to the highlights. Here we go. The Knicks never were behind in this game. They led the entire way. The biggest lead was 24 at one point. There was one tie. I think on the second possession of the game. The longest run was 11 for the Knicks. The Knicks won the battle in the paint. They won every battle tonight. Basically, let's see. They won the battle in the paint 60 to 44. So they were a plus 16 in points in the paint. They were a plus 6 in second chance points, 15 to 9. They were a plus 18 in fast break points. Now, think about that. Plus 18. The Phoenix Suns got 10 fast break points. We had 28. Amazing. And they took care of the basketball again. 13 turnovers for them. No blocks today. No credited blocks. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Nice little, Sims has actually, since I called him out on this channel and I tweeted about him, he has completely stepped up. So he needs all the love he deserves, that he deserves right now. He has really stepped up tremendously in this game, though. Right there, he was a little out of position, though I'm not sure that was his man. But he has been so much markedly improved. He doesn't feel like a third stringer. He doesn't feel like a guy should be pushed out of a rotation. And maybe that was just Huck Porty. Thibs looking at Huck Porty that one game and giving him all that time, and Huck Porty looking really good. But then he gave Sims another opportunity, and now it's worked out. That's why Thibs is the head coach and I am not. Because he understood that this guy has more to give. He has what he needs him to give, and he's giving it to him now. But I hope he doesn't stay stubborn and give him too much rope. But right now, it's definitely paying off. Jericho Sims is much deserving the backup center role right now on the New York Knicks. The Knicks got 10 steals. They had 30 assists, 41 rebounds. They were a +7 there. And, oh, man. It's kind of crazy when you look at these stat lines now. It is really crazy. All right, so the Knicks in the first half, I think they had the best first half of the season. They scored 76 points in the first half. They were shooting 64.4% in that first half, 52.6% from the three-point line on 10 of 19 shooting. They hit 8 of 9 from the free throw line. They had 16 assists at the half and only had committed 7 turnovers. I mean, that's a little bit high for them, but they had 7 players at the half, each with a steal. So they had 7 steals at that first half. This game was over by that first half. They just basically had to play the second half. And sometimes it's hard to stay that super focused, in the second half. And they were actually outscored. I was going to say outplayed, but they were outscored by the Suns in the second half by 2 points, 64-62. But that first half was such an obliteration. The Knicks were up 18 in that first half, 76-58. And I told you that the biggest lead was 24 points in this game at one time. All right, see this play right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Devin Booker played. No Bradley Beal. No Kevin Durant tonight. There you go. The two-man game. Cat and Brunson. How are teams really going to stop that? I'm not even being facetious. I'm just being genuinely honest here. When you have and tonight was an off night for Karl-Anthony Towns from behind the arc. He was only 3 of 8. Only 3 of 8. And one of them just rattled. It would have been easily. So he went from having a 37.5% night. He could have been a 50% night just when that one make. But 37.5%, that's nice for a 7-footer. So that gives up so much more space to everybody else. Jalen Brunson was 63.6% from the three-point line tonight on 7 of 11. Josh Hart, 2 of 3, 66.7%. Anunoby, 2 of 4, 50% for him. And then Mikal Bridges, who was 0 for 4 in the previous game, tonight 2 for 5 in a return game to Phoenix for him. Though he's been gone from Phoenix for 2 years now. But still, it's that's where he started out his NBA career, so it's always going to be a sweet spot for him. He shot 40% from the three-point line. Man. Outstanding. Here we go. This game was pretty. It was totally over. Look at this. Look at Towns. Towns. I will repeat it again. He is the best big man in the Eastern Conference at the moment. Until Embiid and Giannis start getting their teams together and start getting wins, we'll have another conversation. But right now, it's all about Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's interesting how, and this is why something is working really well, because he was brought on to make life easier for Brunson. And he has. He has, definitely. But in turn, Brunson makes Karl-Anthony Towns' life that much more easy. And that's why he is having a career year in so many stats, in statistical categories right now. Look at that. Sidestep, swish, 3. When have we had that? Steve Novak. But Novak didn't do it off the dribble. He was more of a catch and shoot kind of guy. That is just tremendous, man. Look at that beautiful bounce pass to Mikal Bridges. Oh, we came back around. But that's how the game started. Oh man, you guys, it's late here. I mean, it's super late for you guys, but for me, it's late. Usually I'm 3. I live my life by Eastern Conference time in general. So, if you're still up with me, salute to you. Let's keep going here. Mikal Bridges, 16 points, 5 assists, he shot 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. Picked up 3 rebounds. He played 40 minutes tonight. That's a little high. I wish it had been a little lower. Same with Josh Hart, 39 minutes for him. But we're talking about Tom Thibodeau here. Josh Hart, speaking of him, we already called him out, but 8 of 11, 11 rebounds, 19 points for him, and 6 assists. His ability to pass the ball, to find the open guy, this is the best passing I've seen of him his entire career. Brunson, 36 points, 7 of 11 for the three-point line, 10 assists. Towns, 34 points, 10 rebounds for him. And Anunoby, 14 points. He was like, he was the low man on the starting unit tonight. Well, 35 minutes, but 14 points, 7 rebounds for him. Great game for him as well. Campaign, a return to Phoenix. I love this pickup that Leon made, bringing him on this team. He used to burn our asses, and now he's on our team to burn others. And in 26 minutes, he was able to light them up for 12 points on 4 of 9 shooting, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, picked up 3 assists himself. He's doing an excellent job of filling the scoring gap that presented itself when Miles McBride, who missed another game, this is the 3rd straight game he's missed, for now it's a knee inflammation, I believe is what they're saying. Tyler Kolek played 11 minutes. Pacome Dadier, who had a tremendous game the previous game, only got 2 minutes tonight. That's Thibs. That's just the way he is. Like, who knows? We know. I mean, Dadier could get 12 minutes tomorrow, the next game. We'll see. But as you can see, look right there, 50 of 86 from the field overall for the Knicks, 48.1%. Knicks only needed 86 shot attempts. Look at this. The Knicks only needed 86 shot attempts to score 138 points. That is wild. I don't think I've ever seen a stat line like that for the New York Knicks. I'm going to do some research, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. And that few shot attempts. Outstanding. The plus minus, as you can imagine, shows the same basically momentum that dominance that the starting unit presented itself. Plus 22 for Josh Hart, plus 16 for Brunson, plus 23 for Karl, plus 20 for OG, and a plus 19 from Mikal Bridges. The Suns, look, they put up 53 pointers. They connected on 19. The Knicks, they needed 11 less three-point attempts to connect on just as many three-pointers. But the three-point shot is a weapon. You got to use all the weapons available to you, and they used it, and that's what kept them around. This game would have been easily a 25, 30-point destruction if the Suns weren't connecting on the three-point line. Right here, what are we talking about here? And this is where Grayson Allen only shooting 1 for 8 from the three-point line. But the starters, Booker, 2 for 7. Tyus Jones, 3 for 7. Nurkic, 3 of 5. Ryan Dunn, 2 of 4, who good rookie. I liked him. I believe Foxy and I really liked him when we were doing our draft videos. 5 of 10 from Royce O'Neal, who I sat across very close to during the summer. In the offseason, he was out here in L.A., and I saw him there, and I talked to him for a little bit. And I was like, hey, man, if the Suns don't give you a good offer, I'd love to see you on the Knicks. He's a really quality player, but he's doing some great stuff for the Suns. They really need him. I'm telling you, this Suns team, don't overlook them. If KD and Beal to me is washed. But KD on this team right here, This would have been a much closer game. The Knicks still would have won, but it would have been a much closer game. All right, here are the team stats. Look at this. The Knicks shot almost 10% better from the field than the Suns. Over 10% better from the three-point line, and 14% better from the free throw line. So hard to lose when you do all those things. But they did other things right. They out-rebounded them. They got their 30 assists. They got 10 steals. They somewhat protected the ball. 15 turnovers is high for them. Lately, I don't know if you saw my tweet today, but the New York Knicks in the last 5 games have been, let me pull this out for you guys. I probably should have had it for this broadcast here. But they've been number 1 in the past 5 games, and today, you know what? Hold on. Here we go. Last 6 games. Here it is. All right, last 6 games. Oh, man. This is going to be fun. Nice way to end this. It's going to be a nice way to end this. All right. Hold on. I'm going to get this going for you guys. Using the internet for its maximum potential here. Where is it? All right. I want to do it this way. Here we go. I want to bring you guys the best fucking stats there are. Here we go. In the past 6 games, which the Knicks are 5-1 in the past 6 games. Right here, 5-1. Points scored. Second best in the NBA. Right here, second best. 124 points, just 1 point behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are also 5-1. But New York Knicks, number 1 field goal shooting team in the NBA, right here. Number 1, right here, field goal shooting team. Now, three-pointers, they dropped a little bit. They were like 1 and 2. Now they're 4. This is the past 6 games. Free throw shooting, right up there. Their dominance right now, offensively, is beyond compare. But look at this stat. They are number 2 in assists. This is the same team. Well, it's not the same team, but this Knicks team last season was in the bottom. Like, they were like the worst in assists. They were the worst, like maybe the 29th, 28th, 30th. They bounced around down there. But they were in the bottom. Now they're in the top. They are in the top of this NBA. That is outstanding. And then when you go to plus minus, the Knicks in the past 6 games have been the 3rd best plus minus team in the NBA with an 11.2, just behind the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey, shout out to the Rockets. They're having an incredible run right now as well. I can't wait till they come to the... Wait, were they at the Garden? Whatever. I can't wait till the Knicks play them again. They're going to be a fun team. But let's look at the... the ratings here, the net ratings here. Net ratings. In the past, this is the whole season. For the whole season, the Knicks are the 6th best, have the 6th best net rating in the entire NBA for the whole season. But you know what? Seasons are sometimes deceptive. You want to look at what's been happening as of late, trending, especially with teams with new players. Now, offensive rating, Knicks are number 1. The Knicks have the number 1 rated offense in the NBA in the last 6 games. That is significant. Now, defensive rating, they're at 115. That's really low. That's 22. But their offense is so incredible. Their net rating, 4th best in the NBA. This team is and look at this. Assist to turnover, number 1. 2.53 in the past 6 games. I mean, seriously, here, number 1. Yeah, I know you missed it before. But net rating, number 4. Look at that. Outstanding. This team is for real. The NBA is fucked. All right, thank you so much for watching this. Please share this video. There is going to be, the next game is going to be Saturday, so I think I'm going to do my first live of the year, of the season, either tomorrow night or Friday. So look out for that. I'll I'll do an announcement ahead of time so we can all get together. Hopefully I can get a good guest with me. If not, it'll just be me, and I'll be like breaking everything down, showing you guys why this New York Knicks team is worthy of being complete batshit crazy over, because they deserve it. All right, thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe, hit your thumbs up button for me, share this video, and drop your comments. I love the comments. Thank you so much for following. Also, we passed 9,000 subscribers. Really want to appreciate everybody for joining us here. Let's get to 10K soon, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.